Men are good, as are you. And today I'm here with a very good man. His name is Moray Algier, and he has written a book that I really want you to know about. And the reason I want you to know about it is because it's probably one of the best books I've ever read on men's issues. And I don't say that lightly. I say it with sincerity. I mean, it's really quite a book. And the title is, Moray, the title is what now?
Howling at the Slutwalk Moon.
Howling at the Slutwalk Moon. What a title. And it's a great cover, too. Look at this cover. Howling at a Slutwalk Moon. Contrarian Ramblings in the Age of Conformity. Moray Algier. So great cover. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Don't know if there's too much to say. I live in Norway. Spend my days writing and drawing, reading.
Yes, you did the cover, by the way.
Yeah, I did the cover.
And the artwork.
And the
artwork.
Yeah, I did the artwork.
Yeah.
There's really not that much to say.
That's good.
I am my art, I think.
Well, Moray is a fascinating character. Let me tell you, he's a really fascinating character, and you'll find out what I mean when you read this book. I don't think there was a chapter that I read, Moray, where where I didn't laugh at least once. You know.
Yeah, glad to hear it.
Also, was not a chapter I read when the issues you were describing, you didn't come from a different point of view and have a different angle on things than I'd even thought about before. So that's why I'm telling you guys, check out this book. I mean, it's really interesting. And I think the first chapter, The Remembering Rebellion.
Yeah, right? Remembering Rebellion.
That one, I think, is online now, and people could read that if they wanted.
Yeah, everything is online.
But the Remembering Rebellion, I think, is a good one for people to read because it's the first chapter, and it would really give you a taste of what this book is about. Because this writing is fantastic. You know, Paul Elam and I have been talking about Moray for a long time, and Paul says, let's get rid of the guy. You can't write like him. You know, he's like, he really, really writes well. Both Paul and I admire him greatly. Anyway, tell us what motivated you to write this book, Moray.
I got fed up and pissed off, I think.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I've been living with the ghost of feminism, past, present, and future, I think, for the entirety of my life. You reach this point, I think, where you can't either you start writing or doing something about whatever it is that bugs you, or you just go insane.
Yes.
So the choice stood between, I think, clinical insanity or catharsis.
Yes. I'm glad you chose the catharsis part.
So am I.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people are glad you did. And I'm sure a lot of people watching today, when they buy your book, are going to be glad you did. Because it's really great stuff. Now, who do you want to read this book, Moray? Who do you think?
Well, everyone would be the best, of course. But I think,
yeah,
I would suppose that the most, the audience I am hoping to hit, or to reach, I should say, is young men my age, who have been fed the lie, I should say, of feminist equality.
Yes.
Through, well, what I would say is, quite frankly, social engineering and indoctrination.
Yes.
Through schools and whatever.
Yes.
Because,
so young men your age.
Yeah. I hope that is the more main audience.
I would expand that quite a bit, but I can see where you're going with that, because your writing, I think, attracts people of your age. I mean, it's writing that I couldn't do because I can't relate to those guys like you can, you know? So, you know, it's good for the younger group to be able to see this and to read it, because it's going to hit home, man. It's going to hit home. It's really good stuff. Yeah, at least I think so. And I've known you for some time now, and I've been begging you to write a book. So I'm just really happy that you finally got around to putting it on paper and getting it out there. And I hope a lot of people read this book, because it is very, very much well worth people having the time to have a look at it. Is there anything else you want to say, Moray, before we stop?
Yeah, buy my book.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Please do.
Read the damn thing, because
it's in 2 volumes, because Tom yelled at me until I agreed.
Don't tell them about that. But yeah, it's in a good volume. What is it, 240 pages?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Around
this is a good amount of writing. And trust me, the density of these pieces is high, and you're going to enjoy every word. I mean, you talk about things that other people don't talk about. You know, the hive mind, I think, is one of the themes that you weave into these chapters that's so critical and so important that people really don't think about. Can you just give a few words for what the hive mind is?
The hive mind is what I call the entirety of the outrage culture.
Yeah.
It seems they do not think, they merely act. And it starts with one person being offended at whatever it is, and then everyone just piles on through the magics of social media. And just pile on and pile on and pile on and never think. The worst I saw of this was the Covington kids incident.
Yeah.
Those horrible teens who dared to smile in Caucasian.
Yes.
That was my cell phone.
I was going to say, I thought that was like the Groucho Marx programs used to have. The thing comes out of the air. Well, yeah, man, the hive mind is an important piece because we see it every day. These people are not thinking.
No, they're not.
They're unconscious. It's almost like The Walking Dead. You know, the hive mind is like The Walking Dead in my book. It's kind of like that. It's like they're not alive. They're not thinking. They're not really working with what's happening. They're just kind of going with the flow of whatever their group says. Oh, that
seems to me it's the social mass hysteria of our age.
Yes,
like the satanic panic or the witch hunts or whatever.
Yes, exactly right. Except it's on such a grand scale.
Yeah.
You know, it was not on a grand scale before, but it is on a grand scale now. And if you want to learn more about the hive mind and about feminism and their different ways, read Morey's book. It's well worth it. So on that note, Morey, I think we'll say farewell and buy the book. We'll see you. Men are good.
Please do.
As are you. We'll see you now.